Bom dia mundo from our house in Mortágua, Portugal. First thing I did when I looked out the window this morning was check to see if there were any fires heading our way. There's been quite a lot of them in central Portugal and it's made all the skies go hazy. But what I found instead, there wasn't actually a lightning storm. Probably the first loud thunder that Story's ever heard. She didn't seem to react badly to it, and our dog Eden is deaf, so she is no longer scared of thunderstorms like she used to be. There were some big flashes of lightning, but I couldn't catch them on camera. Things are starting to clear up now, and I hope that the fires around Portugal start dying off. Right now I'm by my computer doing some stock video work. Baby Story is down here playing. She's got her little pets book and she's in the IKEA gym. How you doing down there, baby? You alright? We're actually stuck at home today waiting for a delivery. We mentioned the other day that some companies want to start working with Sasha because she's a new mum. Well, some of the stuff that's been delivered is part of that, so we have to wait for them to arrive. So it's a home and work day, but also we are going to sort out Story's nursery because we do need to get this cot. She's still in the travel cot that's in our bedroom, and we want to go to IKEA soon and buy the proper cot so we can get on with Story's growing up. You know, it has to be done. Eventually she is going to have to leave our bedroom, and we did say originally it was going to be after 6 months, and she's now in her 7th month, so we're pushing it. There's no doubt about it, Story is getting a lot more mobile now. She's still not able to crawl, but she is definitely able to get her body from one place to another via shuffling and grabbing and pulling on things. Her arm strength is much more developed now, and you have to keep a lot closer eyes on Story. She'll do anything to get something crispy crunchy. She loves a crunchy texture. And if it's out of her reach, she'll do what she can to get to it. And that sometimes means she'll pull herself off a mat, or she'll get close to things that perhaps she shouldn't be too close to. So we are having to watch her a lot more closely these days. While my video footage is uploading, I've been looking through all of Story's photographs that we've been taking on various cameras over the last 7 months. It's very difficult for me to organise all of her pictures because I've forgotten where a lot of them are, and I don't want to lose any. We want to print out some of her shots today so we can keep a nice record of her growth and her development over... She's fallen down. Oh no, you tumbled. And you found Jingle Hand. Got your package?
Yeah, finally.
Ta-da!
I'll open it later.
You smooth dog. It's a good thing you can't hear thunder anymore, isn't it? Although all the storms are finished now. You didn't even know they started. Do you remember how scared you used to be of thunderstorms? One thing I've noticed about being a dad is it's like juggling. I want to spend some time stroking Eden, and then baby Story starts screaming. She needs my attention again, doesn't she? You love the camera. Alright, what is it you want now? Is it food? Is it sleep? Is it you're bored of play? What could it be? Nothing? Nothing? You just want my attention. And Daddy's here. Okay. We've finally gotten around to starting on the nursery now. We're going to take all these books off of this shelf because they've just been sitting there gathering dust. That's the beginning of the plan. We also want to get Story's memory box well underway. These are some shells that we've been collecting from the Algarve and some stones from the rivers here in central Portugal. And I mentioned earlier I was going to print some pictures, but I've just set up the printer, so it's going to take some time. I don't know, it's a nice thing to do, I think. When you get the idea in your head originally, you think it's going to be quick, but generally isn't. So we're having to make time for it. But I do think it will be worth it in the end. Sasha is trying some soy yogurt, aren't you?
Mm.
What, you don't like it?
You know what it tastes like?
What?
When I made homemade yogurt.
Mm.
Tastes like that.
I like it. I think it tastes almost exactly like natural yogurt with a soy aftertaste. Right?
Yeah. We haven't had yogurt for so long. I haven't missed not having yogurt.
Yeah. I was just saying that. I don't know if I care enough about yogurt to keep buying this.
No.
But it does work as an alternative if we need it in the future.
Yeah, now I've had a bit more, it just tastes like plain yogurt.
Yeah. Interesting though. Didn't think soy could do that. It's this company here. El-haj. Is that French? Yeah, it's a French company. I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Using up your energy for the day. Look at those hands. It's not long till your bedtime, baby story.
An hour.
Go on, use up all that energy so you have a nice long sleep at night. Somebody that watches us messaged the other day and said that they had a baby at almost exactly the same time as Story, and they've been watching her journey, and they'd like to know how we get to sleep so well. So I told her, basically, just make sure she's got a lot of food in her before she goes to bed. So we give her a nice big bottle of drink, her formula, before she goes to sleep. Make sure she's had enough exercise, she's had enough naps during the day so she's not annoyed. Don't let her get overtired, and then she sleeps through the night. So I don't know if that's just us being extremely lucky, but those things seem to have worked for us. And also choosing a specific time to put her to bed and sticking to it has worked. Don't go back in the room if they start crying when you put them to bed. They will fall asleep. So that's my daddy tip. It worked for us, might not work for you. There you go. Maybe you just love your sleep. We'll never know. We don't have another child to gauge against, do we? It's still quite hazy out here, considering the most of the biggest fires died down yesterday. All the ash is still obviously in the atmosphere to create this. Even after it rained for quite a long time today, it still hasn't taken the elements out of the air entirely. It's scary, really. It's also still actually really hot out here, despite the fact that the sun's about to go behind the mountains. I'm gonna check on Story, see if she's okay. She's in bed now. Was that the neighbour calling through the window earlier?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He frightened me a little bit because I thought he was pointing and like shouting. I was like, oh no, he's going to say there's a fire or something. But he said we can go in his garden and pick his plums.
Ah, okay. He's got plums for us.
Yeah.
Look at you. Do you know Story's asleep? I'm doing something very cute, Mum. Have you seen me? I'm presenting you with my original bone.
Did you put that there?
Yeah, Daddy did not put it here.
Wow.
I put it here all by myself.
Look at your small ears.
I just printed out 2 pictures from Story's life on our printer. Made them into little Polaroid shapes. I'm just going to cut them out with my penknife and stick them in Story's memory box. Okay, let's put them in. If we manage to get round to it, we will go to Porto tomorrow to finally buy the cot, and that means I need to move this cupboard out of here and make some space for it. There's a really cool sewing machine up there. I wonder if that was ever used in the past. Books are nearly all gone. It's still a mess in here, but by the time we're finished, I'm sure it will look like a nice place to go to sleep. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about putting her to sleep in here when we're in the other room. But I guess we've got to get used to it. She's going to eventually want her own space. Into the memory box. Story bean. Well, hello. Have you come up for your time? We're going to sit down to the final episode of 13 Reasons Why. What's going to happen in the grand finale, eh?
No, I've got my pyjamas on, by the way.
I'm going to end it now. I'm exhausted for some reason. It's just the heat.
I know.
Must
it's
be.
very draining.
Yeah. hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, do all those lovely things for us, and we'll see you next time. Bye. What are you doing over there, Eden? Why are you stamping around? Is it because you've got nowhere to sit? It's too hot.